Well, the body of Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia is now back in Virginia. It was flown on a private flight from Texas. His family has decided against a private autopsy. Scalia died of natural causes. His body was found Saturday morning at a resort ranch in West Texas. Now, funeral plans are currently underway. Now, a political battle has already started on his replacement. President Obama says he will nominate someone soon, but Republicans have vowed to block that until the next president is elected.
Well, you just mentioned a battle, a political one. The presidential candidates are weighing in on the confirmation controversy, too.
But do you know, in the last 80 years, we have not once has the Senate confirmed a nomination made in an election year, and now is no year to start.
I don't think President Obama should do that at this point. He's at the end of his term. He should allow the next president to do that.
I think it's up to Mitch McConnell and everybody else to stop it. It's called delay, delay, delay.
And the Senate has a duty to consider that and to decide whether or not to confirm whoever the president nominates.
Well, the Senate confirmed President Reagan's nominee, Justice Anthony Kennedy, during the 1988 election year.
So what are voters really saying about this? Apparently it's not high on their priority list, it seems.
But as KCAL9's Randy Paige shows us, politicians are coming under fire for creating this controversy.
Political maneuvering in the wake of the death of a Supreme Court justice is prompting anger from some.
I'm sick of it. I think it's absurd.
Frustration from others.
Do I get tired of it? Absolutely.
As people we spoke to on both sides of the political fence tell us they are tired of the gridlock they see over the reaction to the death of Antonin Scalia, with President Barack Obama saying this:
I plan to fulfill my constitutional responsibilities to nominate a successor.
And some Republicans saying, no way.
He can nominate someone. The Senate's not moving forward on it until after the election.
You don't do this in an election year.
I think that we ought to let the next president of the United States decide.
Voters are looking at this and say, why can't you guys get your act together? Just settle it, pick one person and move on.
Claremont McKenna College professor of politics Jack Pitney says people are just fed up.
It's one more bit of evidence that Congress and the president can't come to agreement, that Washington doesn't work, and that government is dysfunctional.
Professor Pitney says it's also worth noting most people don't really care about the Supreme Court.
After all, more people can name the Three Stooges than can name 3 members of the Supreme Court, and that's an actual polling result.
We decided to put that poll to the test. Can you name the 3 Stooges?
Ooh, Mo, Curly, Larry. And Larry?
Larry, Curly, and Mo.
As for naming the Supreme Court justices?
Ooh, dang, I knew you were going to do something like that. I probably did, probably 5 years ago, but I don't now.
There's Sotomayor. Oh, God, I don't know the rest of them.
Professor Pitney says people will likely learn a lot about the Supreme Court in this election year as each party tries to influence the decisions that select a new face to complete this picture. In Claremont, Randy Paige, KCAL9 News.